Welcome to Chalk Pretty Things. I'm Debbie. Welcome. It's been a while since I've been on live, and I'm happy to be back crafting with you. Today we're going to make these cute little wooden sunglasses. I got these at Hobby Lobby and they were on sale, 40% off. And we're going to use this great transfer. It's called Summer Vibes. And it has a whole bunch of sayings on it. And I'm just going to use a few of those sayings on this decoration. So let me pull up my video and we'll get started. And we'll mute that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint these sunglasses. I have some acrylic paints here, and I have a paper plate. And what I thought I would do is, for the frame, I would use this green glitter acrylic paint. It's made by Folk Art, and the color is, it's unknown to me. Oh, it's emerald paint. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some out here on my paper plate. Oh, it's a pretty color. And then I was debating on either doing gray for the sunglasses or white. And actually I think the gray is dark, but I think I'm going to mix the gray and the white. So just a little bit of gray. And I'm going to add some white. I hope you guys are having a great summer so far, that it's kicked off to be fun. And maybe not so hot for you guys. It's hot here though. It's hot. I'm going to stir up my gray and my white. I just wanted to have a touch of grayness to it for the lenses. And we'll see how this works with me painting, because it does have some defined lines around this. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, the frames are defined, and so that means I'm going to have to be a little precise in my painting, which is not my forte, but we'll make it work. So I'm mixing that up. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do the lenses first, because it's the bigger area. I've got a pretty good sized paintbrush, but I'm also going to try and stay within those lines as I paint. So I am going to go a little slower than usual. So I want to know, what kind of fun things have you guys done so far this summer? Have you traveled so far? Have you visited anything to do with water, like a swimming pool or a water park? Have you hiked anywhere that's cooler? Let me know if you've done anything fun. Yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of staying within the lines, guys. A little proud of that. So here in Arizona, we have to wear sunglasses all the time. We have constant, Jenna, hello Jenna. It's good to see you, even if it is virtually. So here in Arizona, the sun is so bright that you have to wear your sunglasses. So we have constant sunshine, we have lots of fun outdoor activities, but it's usually too hot to do them here. Do you guys have to wear sunglasses where you live? Jenna, do you wear your sunglasses all the time? I got in the car yesterday and that steering wheel was so hot. I felt like I needed gloves for protection. So Jenna, I'm painting these sunglasses. It's just a little wooden decoration, but I thought we would decorate them with the saying and just kind of make a cute little wall hanging or decoration to hang on something else. I miss talking to you guys, Jenna. Yeah, people watching is great. You must have some really dark sunglasses. I love to people watch. You know, when we used to go to Vegas a lot, I could just sit there on a bench and watch people from the bench all day long as they walked up and down the strip or around the casinos. That was my favorite place to people watch. It's interesting to see what they're wearing, how they walk, if they're excited, if they're grumpy. You can tell the winners and the losers from their excitement. Jenna, have you been to Las Vegas? I haven't been for a long time. And for us, the climate is so similar to our climate here in Arizona that it's not really a getaway for us as far as weather. It's more looking forward to the air conditioning of the casinos and the hotels. But I might be ready for another trip soon. Another visit to the Las Vegas area. Okay, I've got my gray on there and I'm very proud of how I stayed within the lines. Okay, so now I'm going to try and do the same thing but with this green, this sparkle green. And actually, I wonder if I should take off, I think I will. I'm going to take off this string that came on these, and if I want to use it later, I can always tie it again. Be a little shorter, but I can tie it again. Whoa. Vegas and you didn't get along? I had spiked everything. Oh yeah, so you probably were feeling really good for a while and not so good afterwards? That's what I would guess. This green paint is pretty cool. It's kind of sparkly. It's not a heavy coverage. So when you went to Vegas, Jenna, would you walk the strip and go to a whole bunch of casinos and travel and adventure, or would you stay in one place? I think I know the answer to that, but I thought I would ask anyway. I'm more the type that lately just stay in one place, but maybe go to the 2 nearest casinos on either side maybe. When you start walking, you think you're going to a hotel that's really, really close by because you can see it, and then as you start walking, you realize how far it actually is. And then there's the heat too. Have you had any adventures this week? Did you go anywhere fun so far this week or this weekend, like yesterday? I didn't. I'm pretty much still a homebody. Pretty much. I may go out for a little bit this afternoon though. my gosh. You went kayaking at Lake Mary. The weather was so nice, like 86, and the water was amazing. Kayaking, are your arms sore? Did you have to paddle a whole bunch, or did you have someone do that work for you? Where's Lake Mary at? Is that up north? Isn't it amazing how 86 degrees can sound cool? Or 88 degrees can sound so cool to us Arizonans. Got in my car the other day, it said it was 111, and I thought, well, that's just because it's been parked out in the sun. It'll cool off as I drive. As I drove, it read 115, and then it got up to 117, and I don't know how accurate those are. I don't know if they're measuring like the hood temperature, you know, of the outside of the car, or what they're measuring, but if it's like a metal surface. But it got up to 117, and then it dropped back down to 111, but yeah, it's hot. It's hot. So I thought these glittery rims would kind of bring a little bit of pizzazz to these sunglasses. I think in the summertime we always wear brighter colors, and we tend to feel a little happier. We like the happier colors in the summertime, so I like this bright green. Or it's not real bright, but it's glittery green. I like it. Kind of going over a little bit, making the color a little bit darker around the rims, evening up some of the paint lines. So I think this pair of sunglasses, when it's done, maybe could go on a wreath of some type, or you could just hang it next to something on your wall. It's just kind of fun. I saw this and I kind of thought, oh, that's summer for sure. Next, I think I want to try and get a pair of the wooden flip-flops and try to paint those a little bit. Dollar Tree has some really cool flip-flops right now. They're just $1, of course, but they've got some cute designs. And you know, I go outside quite a bit and do my yard work, and I don't like to wear my good shoes out there, and I like to keep a pair of shoes dedicated to outside because they get so dirty and yucky. So I think I might have to get a pair of those Dollar Tree flip-flops if I can find them in my size. Okay guys, I think that looks pretty good so far. Here's my sunglasses. Maybe I should paint the edge just a little bit too with the green. Just kind of jazz it, finish it off. Maybe a little more paint. Probably should have done the edges first. thing that lid was on. Just a little more. Trying to find some activities to do that are indoors where you can stay cool and still have fun. It's just so hot here. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's done. I'm going to dry this just a second with my heat gun just to make sure I can get the stencils on and not get them to stick bad. Okay, so this is a transfer. It's called Summer Vibes. It has a whole bunch of words on it. It's really a cool transfer. It says bike rides, swimming, summer, barbecue, lemonade, flip-flops, road trips, ice cream, fireworks, beaches. It has a little picture of an ice cream and some flip-flops and a lemon and some sunglasses. And I have done this transfer before. I did this little sign. Oh, here it is. Over here. I just did a wooden board that had the full transfer on it and it had a whole bunch of different colors. And I really like this. I like the colors. Some of them are variegated colors and some are just bright. So it's a bright summery sign. Today I'm just going to use a couple pieces from the transfer. And we're going to use paste in our transfer. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my fuzzing cloth to fuzz my transfer. So I'm going to remove it from the backer. And these are reusable sticky transfers, reusable. And since they are sticky, we want to reduce some of that stick. We want them to stick to our transfer, to our surface to stay in place, but not do any damage to the surface below and not stretch out. Oh, this wasn't sticky at all, so it's okay. The next thing I want to do is, because it is wood, when you paint wood and get it wet, and it feels pretty smooth, sometimes those little fibers in the wood can raise up and make an uneven surface for you, which sometimes doesn't allow the transfer to adhere as well, or it could also pull up the fibers in your wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wax this. This is just a surface wax. We sell it at Chalk Couture, so it is in my shop, which is listed in the comments. And I'm just going to put a little bit of wax on there and kind of rub it in a little bit. The wax is actually kind of twofold. It helps your surface and prevents it from sticking and stretching, but it also makes it easier to remove mistakes if you make a mistake. And I like that feature a lot. So on this transfer, I thought I would use the word summer and the word vibes and put one on each one. And I'm not sure they're going to both quite fit. Let me see how this is going to work. Summer. I wonder if I could tilt it a little bit. Summer. So I am going to, it'll fit the word summer. I just can't get the curly Q on the R to go. So I'm going to go ahead and use, for summer, I believe I'm going to use this paste. I love this color. It is the, I want to call it Beach Note. It's Summer Splash, and it is one of our shimmer pastes. When you use our paste, all you need to do is stir them up. They should be the consistency of yogurt. So I'm just going to take some of this, and I'm taking more than I need. And I think I'm just going to do the word summer. I'm not going to do the sun or the curlies around it, unless I make a mistake, and then I'll act like it's intentional. So maybe I'll do the under one. Summer. I'm just going to smooth this paste on into the silk screen so that it goes through the silk screen and it goes onto the surface. and I can see that I've already gotten into my sun. So I'm going to change it and make the whole sun, the whole design part of this lens. So I can act like it was intentional, although we know it wasn't. And this is really simple, guys. All you have to do is smooth paste on the silk screen so that it goes through. So easy. And it does not take a lot of paste. It looks like I did put quite a bit on here to start with. But look how much I'm pulling back out. So I'm going to put that back in my jar because I can still use that. So I'm going to go over this again, and I'm going to get off some more of the excess. I'm going to take a look and make sure that all my little silk screen holes are covered. And I do see a couple little spots right here on the summer, and it looks like maybe I didn't press down enough. It might be an air bubble. So I'm going to try to make that go through. Okay, so I've got my blue done. I'm going to go ahead and get a paper towel and just wipe off my squeegee. And if I need to, I can wet it. And I am going to clean off my stir stick and put that away. The paste does dry. I've got a fan on above me, and it does dry out a little bit. So if it were to dry out, all you would need to do is add some distilled water and mix it up. Okay, we're ready to go ahead and pull this off. So I'm going to pull it slowly so that I can see if I missed anything. And if I did, I can fix it. And it looks good. I've got one little overspray right here. So I've got a little bit too much right here. And when that dries, I can just scrape that off. Probably because the wax is on there, but it looks pretty good. Summer. So now I'm going to do the word vibes. And that is not quite as big. So do it at an angle just like the other one. I'm going to hope that it's centered. And I'm going to go over and make sure I really press down around the silk screen area so that there are no lifted edges or bubbles. Now for this vibes, I thought I would do this coral, this couture coral. And it's a real pretty pinky kind of corally color. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there too. Now this transfer is, everything's spaced pretty closely together on this transfer. So I do want to go slow on this. I think I'm going to go ahead and get these lines down here as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and smooth the paste on the areas where I'd like it to adhere. And smooth it. Just a little bit. Take off the excess. Make sure you have coverage everywhere you want it. I do see some on the ends of these lines that could be better. This is so relaxing, guys. It's almost like just painting inside the lines. Go ahead and clean that off. Let's go ahead and peel this off and see what we have. Okay, now it looks like it could use a little more right here, but there's also some distressing in this transfer, so it could be intentional. Let me see if it looks any different as I go over it. Oh, it's distressed. It's how it should be. So there it is, guys. Summer vibes. So I can go ahead and put this on a wreath. I can put the string back on. I can hang it from a door frame. I can do whatever I want. It's just a cool decoration. I could have embellished it with a little bit of a flower maybe. That'd be cool. But for now, it's just a cute little decoration. I think it'd look great on a wreath. What do you guys think? I like it. Quick and easy. Okay guys, so all I have to do now is clean up. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to get my excess coral back in here. I'm going to spray it down with some water. Wipe that off. Got the paste off. I'm going to clean off my stir stick. And cap it back up. If you have a lid with your paste, you're going to want to go ahead and keep that foam lid. It kind of helps it, keeps it from drying out a little bit more. Just cap it up and clean this off. And actually I have a bucket of water over here. So to clean the transfers, that's the most important part of keeping your transfers reusable and reusing them 8 to 10 times is cleaning them. So I'm going to put it on a mat, an absorbent mat. I've got this sponge called a board eraser. It's like a magic sponge except it doesn't have any chemicals. So it works the same way. I've got mine sitting in water so it's nice and moist. If I wanted to, and I usually do this right away, I can spray regular water, plain water, on my transfer and just wipe it with the board eraser and the paste comes right off. Now certain paste like the shimmers will leave a little bit of glimmer to your transfer. And your darker, highly pigmented colors might stain the blue part or the green part of the transfer. But as long as you get that ink out of the screen, the silk screen is what you're concerned about, you'll be okay. So here is my transfer. It's all clean. See how you can see through it? There's no paste left in those silk screens. So what I can do, if I want to put it away right away, is I can get a paper towel. Now the backside is sticky, but when it's wet, this wet, you can wipe it off without it sticking quite as hard to dry it. So when it's dried on the sticky side, my backer has a shiny side and a flat side. I'm going to put the shiny side down on the adhesive side of the transfer and smooth it on. And here it is all adhered. I'm going to go ahead and wipe over the front to make sure it's all dry because you want to make sure it's dry before you put it away. But it's dry at this point. It's clean. You may see some shattering on here from a project that I did earlier, but it's not in the silk screen. It's just on the outside of the green area. So that's how easy you can clean your transfer. I store mine back in the cellophane sheet that it came in, the envelope. On the back of these envelopes, it has all the directions you need to make the transfer and how to take care of the transfer. So I usually just put mine back in the envelope and then I store them that way. So that's how quick and easy it is to do a project with Chalk Couture. If you have any questions about Chalk Couture, please feel free to message me through Facebook. You can also type in a couple keywords in the comments. If you want to know about our Club Couture, which is a monthly DIY, type in the word club. If you want to learn how to do this as a designer, which is what I do, type in the word designer. And if you want to know what projects I use, what products I use, Chalk Couture products I use on this project, type in sunglasses and you'll get the list that way. Okay guys, hope you have a great day. See you guys later. Bye.